This is a clip from a recent Pops live stream or video. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next one.
Okay, I mentioned that I did Wolfman 41 earlier this year, so I didn't really want to watch that one again. I gave it kind of a fair review at the time, so instead I wanted to watch Werewolf of London from 1935, a film I've not seen probably since college. I had not watched this one. It definitely didn't ring a bell. It vaguely was more familiar as the movie went on, which means, yeah, I did watch it back in the day, but it didn't strike enough of a chord. Henry Hill plays the title character, the werewolf. The cast is very solid. Jack Pierce again returns as doing iconic makeup work. The problem is Henry Hill does not want his whole face and everything covered up all the time, so they have different strategic ways of doing this. They kind of have a completely different mythology surrounding Henry Hill's character as an explorer, Dr. Glendon, and they're out searching for this plant, this special plant that is extremely rare, nourished by the moon. He's attacked, which obviously is a werewolf attack, and it centers around him and this other botanist working to keep this little plant alive. And it turns out that it has like an antidote power over this sort of wolfman virus that he's experiencing. And it works out fine. The movie felt more small than I expected. Like it feels like so much more studio work and just these random exterior shots. But you can see he's obviously not disappeared in the makeup as much as what we see with Lon Chaney Jr. later on. Here you see him without makeup, with makeup. But it's fine. It was good. He was solid, way more solid than I thought. This is the other guy that's a werewolf. He plays it kind of a little more straight. He was actually really interesting because of how he plays it. And then, of course, they end up in this big fight near the end of the movie. It was one of these things where I can see why it took a couple more years to get it right. Like it's not quite there, and it's partly because of the actor and the drama from the studio, right? Because Jack Pierce wasn't allowed to do what he wanted to do. This dude did not want to be in the makeup chair for hours and hours and hours. He didn't want his face covered up. There's all this fighting about it. Pierce is probably ticked off, probably fought with the studio. Studio's going to fight. Everybody wants their thing done. Everybody wants to just make some money. And well, at the end of the day, they made a solid film. I don't think it's a great film. I think it's sort of okay. You know what I mean? I feel like it's good, but it doesn't. It's tricky because it has some really good moments, and it also has some things that are just like, it's kind of melodramatic, kind of bland. Some good location shots of some general concepts that are good, but overall, it's definitely a lot more of a letdown than Wolfman and some of the other stuffs for sure. So on this one, I'm gonna have to go a little on the harsh side and go 2.5 out of 5. It's kind of like a midland. It's like the 2.5 to 3. Depends on how you want to deal with, some of the effects and some of the different things that definitely felt dated. It's not bad, but it's not great. And it's that kind of thing. It's like it didn't seem like it held its own as well as some of the other films do. So yeah, Wolfman of London 1935 is sort of like, maybe it's your thing. You've never seen it. I totally get it. But, yeah.
Celebrate timeless treasures of terror, as collectible today as when they first shocked audiences' senses. Universal Studios Home Video pays tribute to the original movie monsters, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and Dracula. Then, from the dark recesses of fright to sheer delight, experience comic relief as Abbott and Costello meet the monsters, a collection of screamingly funny films. From classic monster fun to classic monster madness, now and forever, true collectibles worth celebrating.